Good evening and welcome to 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗧𝗏 Park for this evening's National League South fixture between Bath City and Hemel Hempstead. For Hemel, this has not been the best of seasons. In the playoff spots back in August, they've now dropped down to 17th in the league, and whilst in no immediate danger of relegation, will be keen to shore up their league position over their remaining 9 fixtures. It's a drop in form that has seen their manager, Bradley Quinton, depart after 15 months in post, just as his predecessor, Mark Jones, did, who also lasted only around 15 months at Vauxhall Road. Now, in steps former Dartford manager Alan Dyson on a temporary basis to see if his Geordie charm can work magic on the Tudors. There's recent signings in their lineup on loans: Anton Dvorak, who joined on loan from Swindon, Jonathan McCauley, an 18-year-old goalkeeper from Watford, and also James Sendles-White, who was at Yeovil earlier in the season, but lost his contract about a month ago after a lengthy period away from football with an Achilles injury. City are also, of course, not without their concerns. No Cody Cook tonight, no Chris Lyons, and no Luke Russ. It's a no-choice lineup, and after 2 defeats and a draw from their last 3 fixtures, they're going to be keen for a victory tonight. My name's Andrew Kerslake, and alongside me I have Alex Lane-Kieltyka as our match commentator. Alex, it's an important game tonight, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, Andrew. A very good evening to you. Good evening to everyone listening here on Bath City Radio and for all those here in 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗏 Park tonight. It's not too cold, but it may get a little bit damper as the evening wears on. We're about to get underway then here at 𝗛𝗏𝗛𝗏 Park, National League South between Bath City and Hemel Hempstead. And our official, Robert Ablett, alongside his assistants, Oscar Whiting and Jake Woolley. And we're underway here at 𝗛𝗏𝗛𝗏 Park. Dan Hayfield kicks us off and goes straight back to Jordan Dyer, who sends it up forward towards Wilson. Can't quite win the header that time. Default to Sendles-White, playing in the right of the back 3. Smith does well to reach up to the header. About 35 yards out, so now on my right-hand side through Clark. He gets onto his left foot, takes a shot from range. It looks like it's going straight to the bottom corner. Doesn't quite deflect off anyone. Wide stretch from the keeper, and it's a goal kick.
Yep, keeper went down for that one. McCauley, I think he wasn't quite sure where his right-hand post just was.
Yeboah holding up near the corner flag, right-hand side, as Clark with him, uses him. Onto his left foot, send a cross. It's a good-looking cross up towards Hayfield. It looked like he almost won the header. In fact, it was Josh Hill who cleared it away for the visitors, and it will be the first corner of the night for the Romans. And it comes now. It's a deep one. It's high and looping up towards the head of Dyer, in fact. Comes out to Smith in the midfield. Does well first time to find Rains. Comes out to the right flank. Back for Freer. Now with Clark, both wingers on the right-hand side. Onto Clark, another left-footed cross, looking towards the goal. Good hands, safe hands by the time by McCauley, but a dangerous-looking cross by Clark. Towards Yeboah, doesn't win the header. Sendles-White was there first, now it's with Greenslade. First time he's had some possession going forward today, and Yeboah may have found a way through on that left-hand side. Has Freer to his left, lays it off for him. First time cross, in towards Wilson, it's saved. Out towards Yeboah, and it's offside. I believe it was against Freer in the end. Will be Josh Williams to take this free kick with the left foot, to diagonal ball up towards the 6-yard line. Doesn't quite reach anyone other than the head of Dyer. Now Clark can find Wilson. Good first touch by the striker. Goes out to the left-hand side now for Freer. It's a lovely sideways ball, about 20 yards. And now Freer does the exact same back out to the right-hand side. City not afraid to switch up the play here. Patient, overlapping run from Rains. Can send a cross in early towards Yeboah, and Wilson almost getting on the end of that one, and it goes out for a throw-in for City, taken quickly. Now for Clark, another left-footed cross it looks like, in towards Wilson. Good header initially by Hill to put it over the top. And according to the linesman, it's gone out for a corner. So City once again trying to find a way through with crosses. They have to go back to Smith, inside to Clark instead. Now Hayfield to Parcell, the skipper, has Greenslade on the left. But as we can see, it's just this massive wall of red for City to try and break past. As Gyamfi brings down Freer that time. It will be another free kick.
Not sure which one's taking. I think it's going to be Clark.
Yeah, I think Clark did have the last touch on the ball when putting it down. So it will be an in-swinger. Freer runs over ball. Dummies it for Clark. It's a good-looking cross towards the back post for Dyer. Raids, and it is in the back of the net. And it is Jordan Dyer who gets up the highest. The goalkeeper in no man's land. McCauley comes running out so far, but Dyer just has to make contact. And that does make it City 1, Hemel 0, 15.5 minutes gone, Andrew.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really well-worked free kick, because we were saying both Freer and Clark were over that ball, and you really didn't know which one was going to take it, because they both put their hands up as if to indicate the direction it was going to go. But Clark swung that in, and Dyer, who's so often comes in at that far post and you think he's going to score and he doesn't, well, tonight he made no mistake. I'm sure Jerry Gill would really now like to go on and get a second in this first period if he can.
I'm sure he would, which is something the City have struggled a bit this season. Smith does really well to fling out to right-hand side for Rains. Now with his left foot, tries to send a cross in. Smith gets it away though, back to Rains. He'll take a shot with the left foot, goes wide, not troubling Macaulay too much, and that's a goal kick. Pass out, ball over top for 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦 to try and chase onto. Sandals White wins the header though. Now 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦 brings it inside. Good play here by the Tudors though. Lovely one-touch football to find 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦 again. And now on for the run of Felivi, who may just put it across goal or take it for himself. And Wilbur stays strong and big and keeps the ball away from out of his back of his net. And he'll go for a corner. Greenside diverting it away.
Yeah, City were really exposed there. And suddenly, 1, 2, 3 passing moves from Hemel, and they were on the break.
It'll be an outswinger, lots of red shirts on the edge of the box. Coming in now as the corner is deep towards Mackenzie and Ajayi, actually, who won the header.
Taunton only really need a couple of wins.
Absolutely.
Because they've got so many games in hand.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we're surprised by their victories, but they tend to only come away from home. So that's all they're able to play at the moment. It's now Wilson on the byline. Sends a good-looking cross into 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦. May still fall to him, doesn't quite do so. Still with Freer on the left-hand side of the box now. Has Greenside for support, uses him. Pushes it on to Freer once again. Goes back to Greenside. 2 red shirts around the defender then. Goes back to Hayfield. A smart decision that time to keep hold of possession. Dyer. Out to the right for Rains. Onto Clark, tries to dummy it around the defenders, but now it's back with Clark. Right-hand side of the box, sends a cross in for right foot, and it was diverted out for a corner by Ajayi. And here it comes, an in-swinging left-footed corner up towards the head of Dyer, and 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦 still in there, may win the second header. 2 red shirts around him though. Still Wilson, inside box, and he would turn away, and it hits off the post, and Macaulay gets down before the secondary rebound comes in. And Wilson, who 180s there, hits the woodwork, still 1-0.
Well, Macaulay was absolutely nowhere in there. He didn't realise where the ball was going at all, and so unlucky, it just rebounded off the inside of the post, could actually have almost trickled back across the line.
Ajayi, another wayward ball, which only finds the path of Hayfield, who's been everywhere tonight, Dan Hayfield. And 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦 does incredibly well to win the ball back against 3 red shirts. Now Clark, inside box, may just take a shot of the left foot, not the best shot, cleared away. As far as George Williams now, going out to the left, inside his own half, does well to hold up the ball and finds the path of 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗏. Has Felivi and Fonku ahead of him. Still in possession. Now to Fonku. May just unleash a shot. Has Greenside on him though. Edge of the box now. Brings it inside for 𝗛𝗚𝗏𝗏𝗏. Onto his left foot, onto his right, back onto his left. Now to George Williams, who will take a shot. It looked like a powerful shot as well. Came off Rains last though. As another cross is sent in. Greenside heads it away. Now back with 𝗛𝗚𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, who will take the shot this time. Ricochets off a few players and it will go out for a corner. Rains puts a ball over top for pass out.
Williams takes a long time to line up his corners, doesn't he?
No, he does, and Parcell gets his touch completely wrong. He's dispossessed by Felivi, and that should be a booking for Parcell. In fact, the official doesn't believe... Oh, yeah, now he's getting the card out. Yeah. It took his time there, but it was Parcell's own mistake. He had to bring down the oncoming forward. Here comes by Williams towards the back post, headed away. And now a good-looking strike there from inside the box from Sandals White. Yeah, look to do what they have done a lot this season, shall I say, where they go 1-0 up, have a good bit of possession, and Smith does really well to win that 50-50. Plays the ball onto Freer. Now onto Wilson, who will be onside. Looks like referee's linesman's going to put his flag up. He does so, and it will be another free kick. Once again, City fans not happy with that decision.
I don't think he was offside.
It was very close, that one. Very close.
I mean, this one is over our side, so it was pretty close to where we are.
Dyer. Ball over top towards 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗏𝗏. Not quite able to bring it down either time, though. Clark does, though. Now he will run out the defenders towards the byline. Lovely first touch, take it 1-1 defender. And now it's just crawling along that byline, brings it inside now. Good-looking cross, left-footed, headed away by Sandals White. And Hayfield to Greenside, who will take a shot from range. He deflects off the defender, and it does go out for a corner for City.
I thought for a minute they were going to deflect it into their own goal there because it was going wide.
Yeah, I believe it came off Hill last. And we'll be free to go over and take the in-swing corner. Well, Danny Greenside, we know, likes to take those shots from range. And it comes then towards the near post. Macaulay's there first, and it will be a free kick. I believe Parcell or Dyer, in fact, may have been penalised. And it will be a free kick inside their own box, essentially a goal kick from Macaulay to take. Has Smith and Clark with him. Uses Clark. Smith on the overlap, goes back to Rains instead. Inside to Hayfield, back to Rains. Patient play from City. All on that right-hand side. Good first one-touch football. Now Smith will take a shot from range. He's leaning back, falling over as he takes the shot. Goes way over, and it's a goal kick.
Well, coming up, looks like 1 minute of time to be added on. Not quite sure what that could be for.
No, I'm not quite sure
had any
either.
stoppage at all.
And now Mackenzie. Good opportunity for Hemel to break away. Inside the box now, left-hand side with Felivi. May take a shot, but right foot goes just wide of Boose's post. And it will be a goal kick with just under 20 seconds remaining of the 45. That's lovely from Wilson. That time to find Hayfield. Squares it over to the right-hand side for Clark. Has Rains on the overlap. May just bring it onto his left foot and have a shot. And it comes in. Left foot shot into the top corner, just wide though. Macaulay not quite as troubled that time. And from our angle, always explosive than it is. And there goes the half-time whistle. And thanks to Jordan Dyer in the 15th minute here at Twyton Park. It's Bath City 1, Hemel Hempstead 0. You mentioned they took their time, George Williams, earlier with his corners. Josh Williams takes his time with the free kicks as well, as it comes in now from the left to right. Doesn't quite get too much distance. Good header on by Ajavo. Finds Hill. It's a good-looking shot. It was Smith instead, and it goes just wide of the post that time by Dyer. And then Rains does really well just to juggle it past a few different red shirts. He finds Greenside on the left-hand side. Flicked over the top for Freer. Has acres of space ahead of him to run into. Yeboah ahead of him. Wilson crawling into the box now, and Yeboah is brought down off the ball, and it will be a free kick, which Freer or Clark will take. And you imagine it'll be Clark with another in-swinging right-footed cross.
I thought for a minute there the referee was going to give a yellow card. He sort of reached for his pocket, but then didn't do anything.
Eastbourne hadn't kept a clean sheet at home since opening day. League. Here comes the cross now by Clark into the hands of Macaulay straight away. This time, Boots towards Wilson. Headed away now. Greenside pushes it forward. Chris Smith heads it forward for Hemel, brought down by George Williams. May just take a shot. Instead, threads a ball forward. It's great defending that time by Rains. Last-ditch sliding challenge. I'm not quite sure what Felivi is appealing for there, because Rains, that was one of the best tackles I've seen all season.
Yeah, absolutely excellent. City, again, though, getting stretched. I mean, we've only had 6 minutes gone of this second period, and 3 times they've looked really stretched at the back.
So it's going to be a booking here.
I think it's going to be for Alan Dyson.
I believe you're right, as the official's coming over to have a chat with him.
Yep. Well, he was suspended on Saturday down at Eastbourne, which was a suspension that hung over from his time at Dartford. And he doesn't look to be endearing himself to Mr. Ablett down there as we speak.
Towards Fonku, well defended by Dyer, and Boots has to get it away quickly as Fonku was chasing him down. Now, it should be a foul against Clark, and well, I think the reason why the referee didn't give that one was because he was quite behind that challenge, to be honest. But lots of boos from the crowd here.
Yeah, and that was a definite shove in the back. The referee or his assistant should have seen that.
Certainly is not afraid to get in the wars, as Ajay will send another left-footed ball crossfield this time, and he will find the player. Sendles White, who's playing a right-back role there, brings it back to Mackenzie, the actual right-back. Gyamfi's there inside the box. Cross comes in, it's a good-looking cross up towards George Williams. Headed away by Smith now, and Clark pushed it forward, and this time he is fouled. And it was actually, no, it wasn't Josh Williams. Oh, it was Josh Williams, actually, who did bring Clark down.
And again, I mean, it was just as Clark was going to kick that ball, had his legs taken away from him. And indeed, there is a yellow card being awarded to White. Williams.
Comes down, a good header by Rains, but it is flicked on towards George Williams now, left-hand side of the box. Inside the box now, towards the byline, sends a cross in, Parcells there first, clear it away with the right foot. Gyamfi brings it down well. Tom Smith on him, and Clark as well. Gyamfi does really well to find the gap between the two defenders, and now Reigns has to shepherd it out somehow. Does really well to dispossess Gyamfi and clears it away for a Hemel throw. Here comes the long throw then from Joe Williams. Yeah, it is Josh Williams, sorry. I apologise. Inside the box now, good shot at 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛. It was Fonku took it on, had to spin as the ball dropped.
Trying to play it through, and the ball was easily cut out.
Now with Reigns, right-hand side. Lovely touch, give it away from George Williams, and a lovely first touch from Clark as well as it's flicked onto him. Right-hand side, may just run towards the byline now. Onto his right foot, back onto his left, takes it away from Josh Williams, crossing towards Wilson, and takes the shot. He back heels it towards the keeper. Couldn't get enough power behind it. He's back inside the pass out. May switch the play up. He does. It's a long diagonal ball towards Clark. The first touch is enough. Right near the touchline now. Can go back to Reigns. He's back onto his left foot instead. May have found an opening there. Didn't quite use it though. Now Reigns has Clark inside. Uses Clark. Edge of the box. May just take a shot. Threads it through towards Wilson, and it's down low from 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗚𝗛 to keep it out. Still the number 7. Brings it inside. Back out to George Williams. Has Gyamfi and Josh Williams with him. Onto his left foot now, goes towards the byline. Reigns has to watch it all the way out. It may have fallen to a Hemel player, doesn't quite do so though. It evades everyone. It was a good looking cross from the winger. Now Freer sends the ball forward. It looks like one of them is onside. It will be Wilson. On the left hand, no, he's offside apparently. And every single person in this stadium, in this ground, believes that was the wrong decision. What about you, Andrew?
I think it was offside.
Always have to be that one, don't you, Andrew?
I think just when the ball was kicked, they were just momentarily offside.
I actually thought 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛 was behind Wilson, to be fair, when the ball was played. So maybe 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗛 would have been better off running for that one.
It is going to be James Alabi coming on, and it is Ephraim 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗛 going off.
Holds onto the ball well. That's over the top ball, which 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗛 will have to watch. He has to be quick to kick that one away. Up towards Wilson, can't win the header though. It's Hill that wins it. Great header forward, which Alabi can run onto. And 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 actually slips over there. And now Alabi could be through on goal. Has to hold it up on the byline to Wilson. 2-0 to City. The first goal for Scott Wilson in 2024. And tell you what, James Alabi has come on and has done a perfect job there to find the assist. And now it is Bath City 2, Hemel Hempstead 0.
Yeah, certainly Alabi did well there, but you have to say you feel for Macaulay, the keeper, because he went for what didn't really look a terribly difficult ball and then just slipped at the last moment. And Alabi was able to step in and flick that ball sideways to Wilson, and City put it in the net. And well, two good things there. City, we said, needed a bit of fortune because they've really been struggling in this second period. And the second, a goal for Scott Wilson will do wonders for his confidence.
I think it has to be said as well, Alabi could have easily taken a first-time shot right near the byline there, but instead he uses
well, he looked up. He was sensible enough to see that Wilson was coming on to that.
And Wilson does well to hold it up for Smith. Tries to bring it inside. He is bundled over, but no foul given that time. Gyamfi brings it inside. I have no idea what's going on.
Well, I hope the referee saw that.
And he certainly did.
Yes. I'm surprised that's not a red card.
Yes.
He went to kick out at Tom Smith as he went past him. And City about to make a second substitution. They're going to bring on Isaac Vassell.
With Elliot Freer from the looks of things.
Yeah, I think I'm not surprised that Freer did a lot of work in that first period.
Hemel holding on to that ball well on the right-hand side. Chris Smith does well to get onto the right-hand side for Matthews. And it will be a free kick for Hemel. It's now 76.5 minutes gone here. Just tuning into Bath City Radio. Yeah. It's Bath City 2, Hemel Hempstead 0 as Dan Hayfield goes into the book. Two fantastic nicknames on the show here tonight. As is with Vassell now. He does really well actually, Vassell. Onto a byline towards Alabi. Takes the first touch where he didn't need to. Comes out though for Hayfield. Now out wide for Reigns. Has Vassell ahead of him. Doesn't want to use him though. Goes to Smith instead. And now it is with Vassell, who's held his run really well towards the byline. Can send a cross in. Good looking cross towards Alabi. Heads it wide though. Gets the header completely wrong. The two experienced players, actually Wilson, sorry, still 2-0 here. 6 minutes remaining of this game, plus added time. Up to 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛, and 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛's elbowed him the back of the head, it looked like originally. Might have just been under the neck, and he's not happy, 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛. He wants to have a chat with 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛 there. Not happy with that confrontation, although 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛's laughing it off, to be fair. Potentially so, as now it is ready. Now it's with Tom Smith. He's going to get a full 90, potentially. 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛 on the right-hand side. Good first touch to get around 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛. Back onto his left. Quick feet from the experienced player. Now it's with Clark. More quick feet from the less experienced player. Does really well. Should play on then. For some reason, the referee decides not to play on as Wilson was charging into the box. And it will be a yellow card against 𝗛𝗛𝗛 as Clark remains on the ground. 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛 in the midfield, inside the centre circle.
Somewhat ironical, bearing in mind Saturday he went off with an enormous clunk to the head.
Matthews gets it forward towards...
That was never a foul.
Well, there's Tom Smith, who brought down Chris Smith that time. I think he wanted a bit of revenge for earlier. Well, I thought he got the ball as well, Andy.
Yeah, yeah. There is some odd officiating.
Well, Tom Smith goes into the book. 3 for each team now. Referee blows his whistle. And it comes an in-swinger. And it's a poor one, which only reaches the head of 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛. Dolphin dives down to clear it away, and it does fall to 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛. He takes a shot from range. Yeah, plenty of space ahead of him. Do not blame the midfielder from taking that strike. Now Reigns tries to win the header. On this left-hand side for Hemel. Matthews goes back to Williams. Sends a good-looking cross in towards the path of an oncoming forward. It was 𝗛𝗛𝗏𝗛 once again getting on the end of that header. He's looked very sharp since coming on, 𝗛𝗛𝗏𝗛, but it goes wide for a goal kick. Hemel trying to come forward again towards Levy. Now to 𝗛𝗛𝗏𝗛. Dispossessed by Clark.
Easily dispossessed by Clark.
Very easily.
Clark just walked in and took the ball off him.
𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗛 skips past one challenge, brings it inside to Clark. So on the left-hand side, still inside the City half as well. As Tom Smith, that is, sends it over the top.
Clark just taking another kicking there off the ball.
Greenside, ball over the top. Now, for Hayfield, left-hand side of the box, can send a cross in. Macaulay's down low, clears it away, and almost gets confused with his defender Hill there. He's able to hold strong though, and he sends it out to the left-hand side for Matthews. And Tom Smith does incredibly well just to get involved there. And well, the Hemel players end up taking each other out as 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛 will hold on to the ball and try and take it to the corner, you'd imagine. No, he's not going to do that. He's going to try and run, but his legs can only take him so far, James 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛, and it goes up for a goal kick. So a couple minutes remaining. Clark on that left-hand side. He'll just run past the entire defence if he could. And he's already done that with one player, and he's about to do it with a second player. And he may as well just go all the way here. Ewan Clark tries to be unselfish, and Smith has gone in strong, and that is very poor decision. Wow, as if we've read the script once again, as Tom Smith has seen a second yellow and sees red here, and I don't quite know what Tom Smith was thinking there.
I think it's a rush of blood to the head. Saw the ball, went in for it, was nowhere near. Coming in studs up, and that's a real problem for City. I don't know why some people are standing up to applaud him, because it was idiotic.
Yeah, first red card in the league this season.
It is fortunately just 2 yellow, so he'll only miss 1 game. And things get worse for Yeovil. They are now 3-1 down at home to Chippenham.
Well, they've capitulated there at Hewish Park. Sometimes that can happen when you're on top. As Clark has been yellow carded here for pulling on the defender. It was 𝗛𝗛𝗏𝗛𝗛 who down. Well, 50 seconds remaining, and well, this game's had a bit of everything bar a penalty.
If I was Clark, I think I'd be tempted to stand up and say, could you take another 478 offences against me into consideration?
Yes. Trying to find their way out of the relegation zone. They may have just relegated each other potentially. It's 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛. Holds onto the ball well. Holds onto the ball really well, in fact. Skips past the challenge as well. May just take it to the corner flag. Tries to take it around 𝗛𝗛𝗛𝗛, but, well, he was never going to be able to get that one past him. And there goes the full-time whistle here at Twerton Park. And it's back to winning ways for Bath City as the Romans defeat the Tudors 2 goals to 0, Andrew.
Yep, well, you'd always put money on Romans, who were a fairly nasty bunch, really, beating Tudors. I mean, Tudors just dissipated with legs of mutton and stuff like that. But you have to say, very much the victory that City would have wanted this evening. Those 2 goals, the first one to Jordan Dyer, just 15 minutes gone, a superb header from a Ewan Clark free kick. And the second one, well, a muddle up at the back as the Hemel keeper failed to collect the ball, and Alabi stepped in. He'd only just come on the pitch, flicked it wide, and Scott Wilson put the ball home to give City that 2-0 result. What does take the shine off it, of course, is Tom Smith being sent off, particularly as City know that almost certainly Luke Russ is having had serious injuries, may not play again this season. Chris Lyne's certainly not well, and really the last thing you could afford to do is to lose a midfielder. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for being with us this evening. City running out 2-0 winners here against Hemel Hempstead. Of course, on Saturday they're away at Chelmsford in second place. It'll be a very different sort of challenge there, and a very hard one, I'm sure. But for tonight, City did everything they had to do, and as we said earlier on, it's Romans beating Tudors 2-0 tonight. Thank you very much for being with us, and good night.